Hey guys, I decided to do Lollie Talks. I do have some questions today because I did a live stream. I did answer them on my live stream for Instagram yesterday, but I'm wearing my squad crop top, my JoJo bow, and I wanted to chat with you and make sure you subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. So first up, I was planning to film this tomorrow, but tomorrow is probably going to be a day that's kind of random. Also, actually, no, I wasn't planning to film tomorrow. And this was going to be Thursday's video, but I decided to switch them because I felt like I don't know how much I did today. What I mean by that is so I run this episode. I'm going to do some fun stories, but this one is all about becoming a pop star, why I worked really hard for it, why I dream of it, what I do, all sorts of things, and something that I did was actually a while ago. When I first started doing these Zoom classes, my mom basically, she was on me. She was on me in a good way. Here's what I like to say, and I said this in the live stream yesterday, and I'm going to say it here, which is that your parents or your parent figures, or I say this because I know not everyone's lucky enough to have their parents as their parent figures, because sometimes things happen, and I know this from personal experience because of the fact that, not personal experience, but I've been close in a way to understanding it, because I never met my crush's parents. It always seemed like his grandparents were his parent figures for him and his twin brother. So for me, I kind of understand it and stuff, but when your parent figure can either help you or they can hurt you, or they can do nothing. And I say this because they can not care and do absolutely nothing, not anything bad, not anything good. In your training to be a pop star, they can help you and be on you about your corrections, correcting you when you make mistakes when they see it, and making you stretch and stuff. Or they can hurt you. And what I mean by that is if they argue with the teachers and they go up against the teachers, they're hurting you. Because you gotta understand, the teachers have a plan, and you just gotta work with it. So yeah, so basically I had a good night's sleep. And tomorrow I'm not filming, I'm not posting, and that's because tomorrow I have dance, and also tomorrow, I just, it's kind of the thing to where, every once in a while, I just have to have, a day. Once a week or something where I don't film and I don't post, and maybe I do, but that's, where I don't have to and I don't force myself to. Today I did a nice little workout. I was gonna do arms and abs, but the thing is I ended up just doing arms, and it's okay. Because at the beginning when I first started doing the Zoom stuff, my mom was on me in a good way. Every single day she was like, you're gonna stretch for an hour, you're gonna do this, stretch this, all of these things. So, she was on me in a good way. Let me adjust you because you are not adjusted correctly. Okay, we're fixed. We're good. And then she stopped one day, and like, so today I decided I'm just gonna do some conditioning. I try to do 30 minutes of like either stretching or conditioning or something. Tomorrow will be stretching. And I'm not even gonna do like 30 minutes tomorrow. Okay, now you're like, okay, wait, you're good. For a second, I thought it was bleeding. Let me. Okay. Just a little bit of stretching. And tomorrow, I ended up just lifting weights, and I figured out a little hack. Okay, you're right because you're not. And I adjust you, and then I, like, okay, but I think we're good now. So I ended up just lifting weights. Now the thing is, since I get bored with that sort of stuff, like, because it can be boring, so I literally, today I just didn't get bored. What I did was I sat on the couch, and I had my earbuds in, and I was watching a squad video while doing it, like doing this, doing this, doing this. And I just tried not to get bored, and I just watched a squad video while like doing it. I don't think I did 30 minutes, to be honest. I'm not sure because I didn't really check. I just knew that I had done it for at least 15, so I'm going to count it as good. And so I did a live stream yesterday on my Instagram, and I'm going to, like, randomly, in this I will answer a question here and there. The first one, now, a lot of these were from family, but one wasn't, and this one is actually interesting. Interesting for me anyway, because it's something that I thought, like, everyone kind of knew, but, like, I don't know. Got my squad crop top on. So, which is, where do you get your bows? I get JoJo bows, and you can get them literally anywhere. Like, you can go, like, anywhere and get them. You can go to Walmart, Target. Actually, I don't know if you could get them at, like, a hardware store, but still, like, or a grocery store, but, like, you can go all sorts of places and get them. Walmart, Target, Five Below, around the mall. I wouldn't recommend Claire's too much because of the fact that, like, Claire's are like $20 when you can go to, like, anywhere else and they're usually around 10 or less. Like, all sorts of things. And so that answers the question. I did answer these on the live stream, but I want to answer them in here too. And so, like, I feel like being a pop star is really hard, and something that I do, like, something that I feel like I almost, like, I want to explain it a little more, is that some people don't get it, and some people don't, and I feel like that's something that I'm very excited about, is that, well, not excited that, like, some people don't get it, like, I do have family members that, like, they try to understand it, but they don't get it because they're not around it enough, they're not, like, around me enough to really know, but at the same time, like, still. And so, yeah, like, here's the thing, is that, like, some people just don't get, but the thing that I'm excited for is that, no one in my family has really seen me in dance class, like on Zoom. Like my brother, his wife, and some of her family, like kind of saw it a little bit through like a warm up and stretch, but no one's like seen it fully. And so like I'm excited because I feel like I don't show off everything, because I feel like you never know. Like it's just I don't really have a reasoning. So pretty soon, and my mom's brother is gonna come and bring us Susie, my parents' new dog, my baby sister. And I did want to clarify, Sam is for me, but Sam is my parents' dog. Sam is my parents' dog, but he's for me in a way. Well, he's kind of for me and my parents because we all love him and stuff. So yeah, but anyways, like it's a lot. And so like being a pop star is a lot. And I'm excited because in a way I feel like part of why we didn't go on a trip to go see my mom's brother, and they're in a way, first up, we couldn't really afford it according to my mom and stuff, because it is a massive, like really expensive trip. And also the other reasoning is because we had plans to go, and then we got like it was like a week before or something, and we found out I had dance boot camp. ALDC dance booty camp. In camp. That weekend that we were planning, on the day, well, essentially the weekend that we were gonna go. And my first thought was, oh, like, I'll just bring my computer, no problem, and I can do it there. Like, I got, like, a chair that I can use as a ballet bar, like, no problems. But then I realized that in like internet, and most likely we were gonna be in a car on the day. Like it just wasn't gonna work out in so many ways. So yeah. And I'm gonna answer another question, which is something that adds on to the conversation. This was from a family member, which is, have you ever thought about acting? Yes, I have thought about acting. I'm training to be a triple threat. I'm training to be able to dance, act, and sing all at the same time if I need to. And that's something that I feel like part of why we didn't go on the trip was because of dance. But also, I feel like it's a chance it's a chance to like kind of show him, like, so it's a chance for him to see me in dance class, and I'm really excited about that, because it's a chance for him to see me in dance class, and that's really, really exciting. And I really look forward to it because it's going to be a lot of fun for him to see that and kind of understand it a little bit more, because it's so different in class. And I feel like in class I'm a different person. And for me, something that I will say is, in class I'm kind of the same person, but I'm slightly different. And I say that because when I'm filming for you guys, I'm like very casual, like I try to just enjoy filming and stuff. And that's great, and it is part of my career, and I do try to make it good for you guys, but I also really try to enjoy it because of the fact that, like, things go by so fast sometimes, and I feel like what I mean by this is because there's been so many things I got so excited over, and then they just went by so fast, and, like, I look back and I'm like, oh wait, like, knowing what I know now, like, I probably would have just, like, given, like, I've been really excited, and I always try to enjoy every opportunity, but there is times when I'm like, I should have looked back on it and been like, if I could go back, I would, to that time, and only that time, I would be like, I really try to enjoy it, because even though I do, sometimes I feel like my mind jumps to other things, and that makes sense, because, and I say this because of the fact that, like, in some things, and in something, and, like, let me think I'm trying to come up with an example. Oh wait, yeah, I know. Um, this is really the only time that I can remember or that this happened, and with Julia Marlene, I think is what her name is, and she's really incredible. She played Nina on the J Team. I got to meet her on Zoom, and that was really exciting. But part of me was kind of in my mind on my career, and I say that because of the fact that, like, it's true, like, and I feel like that day it was almost hard not to, because as most of what we were talking about, like, everyone on Zoom, was, like, kind of part of my career and what I do, which is, like, singing, dancing, acting, like, because, but it was really great to, like, kind of talk about that with someone that is a really well, someone that is well known, but also a professional in a way. She's definitely a professional, is what I say, and stuff. So it's, like, really cool and stuff. But now it never happened with Squad Tour, because with Squad Tour I was nothing but excited. Like, legitimately, like, I'll admit, at first I was freezing cold, but that was because we got there really early. Because I'm happy that we got there early, and I'm happy things worked out the way that they did, because it couldn't have gone better for me. And that makes sense. Like, and I say this because I'm like, in a way, and some people were complaining and different things, and in a way, like, the second that, like, I literally, all of it was amazing. Like, I knew in my head, like, soon as I walked in through those doors, it's gonna be excitement. So I was already filled with that excitement, and I walked in, and they gave me, like, this, it's a, like, lanyard thing, and it's a thing that you wear around your neck, and it says, like, VIP on it and stuff. Put that on, and like, they handed me a poster, because my ticket comes with a poster. You can get it at shoppiper.com. It's an autographed poster, and it's really great. And then literally, like, they handed that to me, and then actually my dad held on to it, and then I bought some merch, like, literally, and the funny thing was, well, not funny thing, but, like, the cool thing was, when we were in line outside waiting, and I didn't think we were gonna, like, buy anything, and then my dad's like, we came all this way, pick out something at the merch booth. He went, like, whatever your heart desires, and that, I like that it was, like, a good amount of options, but wasn't too much. And I think that works because I feel like I'm the person that I take a while when there's a million things, but then get annoyed when it's like too thick. So it was like a good medium amount to where it's not too much where it take forever, but what's there is like really good and a good variety. And I picked up the bracelet, this bracelet, which I love so much. It says Piper Raquel Live. And then I picked it up and I was ready to like check it out, and my dad's like, come on, get something other than a bracelet. And I'm like, he's like, I'll get you the bracelet, but like get something else too. He's like, pick something good to go with the bracelet. Because I really want the bracelet. Like, it's simple and cute, and I like it. And so then I was picking between the two jackets. And then I ended up just randomly picking one. And I like it. I like both options. Like, I loved everything at the merch booth. To be honest, after I picked up the bracelet, I started looking at a poster. And then Dee Dee, Piper's aunt, went like, you already have that. And I learned that it's the same poster that I just got. So, like, and then, like, the meeting, like, everything was fun, but, like, the second I stepped out on stage, it clicked, and I felt like, this is me. I don't know who I am without my career anymore. I lost that person before my career a while ago. Like, the second I started social media, that person that I was is gone. And was gone. And I say that, and it's a good thing. And I feel like it's a good thing because the person I became is a really great person, and I generally love myself. Like you should. Like, that's something that you should. You should like who you are and stuff. And that's great because the person that I was before my career was someone that always wanted to do this and always begged her parents to do this. And the person before was like, one thing that I say is that I have always been shy. I feel like I still am in a way, but not as much anymore. I feel like I'm the type where when I'm like with social media, yeah, I'm not shy when it comes to posting things, but okay, let me fix that. Ignore this line right here. If you're seeing a line, it's the shadow from the microphone. And I got some dance shorts on. You can see it there. Don't worry, I'm not like being inappropriate. I'm literally wearing a squad crop top and then some dance shorts because they're comfortable. And I'm constantly dancing around the house. So, yeah, our elf on the shelf, he hid hard today. Like, he hid generally really hard. Like, literally, so, like, every day, like, my dad always looks for him first. That way, if I absolutely can't find him, and then my dad will, like, give me a hint or something. And he hid very hard today. And, like, my dad's, like, the expert. Like, he looks everywhere. Like, to the point where you're not joking what happened. I'm gonna be honest with you what happened. And with that, like, we always play, like, hide and seek with our elf on the shelf, like, cause that's what the elf does, kind of. But, like, very, very hard. Because to the point where my dad gave me, like, so many hints. And then finally, after, like, not joking, over 30 minutes of looking. And finally, only I kind of cheated and my mom told me. Because what happened was my dad knew where he was and my dad told my mom where he was. And the reason that I didn't just, like, ask my dad, because my dad at one point was like, if you want, I can tell you, or, like, I can show you. Yeah. And I'm like, no, because my dad brought up, like, it was a thing, like finally my mom just, like, told me she went, like, I came over, and she's like, you want me to tell you? And I'm like, yes. And she said, I go look where the pizza cutter is. So, like, I looked in the drawer where our pizza cutter is, and I didn't see him. And so I realized that the drawer has an organizer thing. So it kind of like sits upward and you can put things underneath. So I lift it up and found that the elf was underneath. He hid good, and it was fun looking for him, but it was also like getting annoying for me. And so yeah. But the next question, and with Squad Tour, the second I like stepped down on stage, I'm like everyone that didn't want me up there, because I don't think anyone, like, I don't know any of them, like, I knew none of them, like, I knew the people, like, near me, and I knew one person really wanted me up there, because literally the woman, like, she wanted me to have a great time, and I think that because what happened was actually only I went up on stage, and she was so excited, like, she was in the audience, like, clapping, like, getting really excited that I was up on stage, and then what happened, though, was that because my dad caught merch. So essentially, I'm gonna explain it. Him and the one woman and this other lady, like, all kind of grabbed it, and what happened and was this one woman looked at my dad, and she was like the one really excited when I was up on stage. She looked at my dad and let go of it. And technically, so what kind of happened was when it fell, my dad and this other woman, basically my dad and these two other people all put their hand on it kind of around the same time. But basically what happened was, my dad's the one that ended up getting it, because he very kindly, like, grabbed it, and this other woman he grabbed it, and it made sense because of the fact that technically, in a way, I think I didn't see what happened. I didn't think we caught merch until all of a sudden, and my dad puts it, like, hands it to me, and I'm like, I'm so excited. I literally was screaming the entire, I was singing the top of my lungs. And stuff. And so, yeah, I was really excited. And he didn't really, like, take it in a rude way, because, because he did actually try to get the woman's kid up on stage later, because he did kind of feel a little bit bad, because he kind of, like, grabbed it from her, but not in, like, a really rude way. It was just that it made sense because this other woman wanted him to have it. Well, this other woman wanted me to have it, and she knew that if my dad caught it, it was going to me and stuff. And so it was like 2 against 1. So I ended up with a butterflies t-shirt, and then but like later they were doing some sort of challenge thing where they had like a mystery wheel with some challenges, well, like dares, and then they had people, like, they chose a couple fans to come up and like do them and stuff. None of them were that bad though. Like, one was like Call Your Crush. One was like one that someone got was like do an embarrassing dance. sing dance. Like, none of them were, like, that bad, I feel like. Like, but, so it was, like, interesting, though. Like, and it was really fun, and he, like, tried to get this other woman, like, one of her kids up there on stage. And he went with one of them. She had two kids. He was trying to get one up on stage because the other one was little and kind of didn't understand who these people were or what was going on. And the entire time I felt bad for her, and I'm like, can someone show her a video or something? But the next question, I'm going to make 2 parts today. The next question is, and so there was a couple other questions, and generally I forget what I'm annoyed because I forget what the other ones were, and so I'm gonna leave it at this. Peace out.